And welcome. Oh, my hair's looking horrible, but I just did it. That's the problem with like a headset, you know? You have it all looking nice, then you sit down and this just mucks it all up. How are we, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Okay, I'm gonna actually muck around with something because... There we go, that might be a bit better. Alright, okay, so we are at under development. Where are my glasses? Might be handy to be wearing those. I did, and I refuse to click on it because I don't trust you, Griffo. That's just a simple fact. So, welcome to the stream. I'm Retrograde, as you all know, also known as Arcade, or Arch, or OYU. Age champion Retrograde. Oh, okay. I died here, but I was a champion, so it's alright.
Hello, how are you?
There's something funny about a sign that says, how many devs does it take to do some damn farming in a field of grass? When is fishing being made more accessible? Depends what you mean by accessible. Seed? No, it's arcade, like the arcade machine. I don't know who planted these, but I don't know how I feel about them. Like, they completely block the road. Yeah, arcade. So ARCADE is... Ooh, Bell Golden. That's the intention of it. It's just because I made the name for a fantasy game, you've got to have AE in fantasy game names. I don't think any reel uses jewelry smithing, does it? Yeah, I know, but I don't like them. I'm gonna cut them down. There's no other devs here to stop me, so down they go. Do I have my hatchet here? Yes, I do. There we go. That's it. A Wurm stream to watch while you play Wurm. But yeah, welcome everyone. Settle in. Grab a seat. Today we're going to be just mucking around on under development. Cutting down all the willow trees. Or just the main ones. And... yeah, just chatting about things. Professional reel is jewelry smithing. That's probably because, in that case, it's like, oh, it's a lot finer and thus needs finer tools and such. Because jewelry smithing is just blacksmithing on a tiny scale. Hi, Jeldriff. I have asked. Yes, I'm cutting down Osmus's trees. They just block the vision of the highway. It messes with the aesthetic. No, it's not. It's not harder to imp jewelry items at all. Cherry's nice. I like cherry. I was thinking cedar because they're like very tall and straight. Some jewelry items gain less quality. I think rings do, if I'm correct, but... there you go. So how does this suddenly become 3? Right, okay. The East Crystal Highway has some serious tree encroachment going on. Okay, let's go have a look. I think this is the East Crystal. We're going to plant some crops here as well. Admittedly, my crops in actual, my actual, you know what, I'm going to mess with my webcam a little bit. I don't like how it looks currently. It doesn't look right. So let's just configure video. There we go, a bit more colour. I am not wearing a black shirt. I was looking at my shirts and I was like, the one I'd picked out was a black shirt. And I'm like, no, I cannot wear that without a sailing cap. Alright, so what else? Other questions? When am I going to visit Celebration? I've been there, lived there, got the shirt. I mean, I don't know what's being celebrated, but it's not what you'd expect. Were New Year's chests dropped on Xanadu? Yes, they were. I think I dropped like 40 of them. Will animal parts give more favor with the new patch? Unknown at this point. I doubt buffing them is a good idea. I mean, considering it's easy to get 100 quality hearts from spiders, that would mean that you're getting... What is it? I don't remember off the top of my head, but yeah. Maybe 25 favor per... Yeah, I think that's it. It's 25 favor per heart, and each one gives you 3. So, yeah, like one spider is almost a full bar of favor when you include the eyes as well. Removing lib sack items. I'm not entirely sure. I do know that when they were introduced, the intention was not corn and such. It was the body parts. So it could be adjusted to like butchered parts only. I don't know. That was the intention of making it alchemy items though. Mammals don't have hearts. Trolls are heartless beasts. Okay, are we going to get a re-release on Steam this year? Wurm will be launching on Steam this year, yes. We'll be launching a Steam-only server, or a Steam server. Steam-only server makes it sound a little bit weird. Yeah, that's also a thing. When is Steam launching on Steam though? Our aim is by mid 2020. So, you know, we got 5 months. Well, okay. The fact is, to launch on Steam, one thing needs to be done. The game needs to be added to Steam. There's no actual work needed to be done. We could have it on Steam today. What we are doing is spending time polishing, addressing, and fixing things that need to be fixed. Like launching Steam with a whole bunch of player gods that make no sense, and all of that is part of the issue. So new UI is on the works, third person is on the works, the loyalty system. It's basically doing a whole rush of polishing, so... can we set our replications? Not really, because when we were doing them, people gave us a list of things that they wanted to avoid. They wanted to avoid deeds, they wanted to avoid high slopes, and all this. So we set it to avoid deeds, and it basically circles around. It starts in the center and works its way out on random checks, which is why it usually lands in the same places for some servers. That bug has existed forever, and it will be addressed. A lot of new players do ask about third person. I know there's been a fair few existing players that are like, oh, I don't like it. But the fact is anyone who keeps an eye on CA chat, you know, 2 to 3 times a day you're getting people go, how do I switch to third person, or how do I run? That's fixed by banning you. Will Steam servers be base rates or 3 times experience? I don't fully know at this point. I haven't discussed it and I haven't asked myself. We don't bargain with terrorists, Griffo. If you've got a bug, do it. Yes, I believe so, Moxie. The anchor bug, I'd have to check. What I should do before streaming nowadays is like pull up our bug tracker just so I can go through and go, oh yes, yep, that one's being fixed. Let me have a look. Okay. Mooring anchors. Being missing after raised. Okay. So it may be the damage being taken, because from what I'm reading here, they are appearing in inventory and then they're decaying like almost instantly. So yeah, definitely we'll have it checked out. It could be just related to the way decay works with them. That's no argument. Okay. The way it is sometimes when new players ask questions, there's a good reason not to. There's things like, you know, it's saying that, oh, new players ask, how can they become, you know, invincible? Is, you know, oh, that's proof that we shouldn't add other things that might be friendly to new players. The fact is being able to work out your location could be something that's quite useful in the game. You know, it could be something that helps people orient themselves. Like, I can look here and I know where I am. Mostly because I know where I did it. It's just down here. But when you're starting out, that's incredibly difficult. So it's kind of a thing that has some sense to it, and it's like, okay, does that impact how we want the game to actually play? There is a CR buff for newbie. There's a fighting bonus. All right. Our current non-player god spell list changing. We are adding a few to Magrenon, but I don't think there'll be much issue with anything else. Most of the others are pretty balanced by themselves. Why can't the spell be modified for just freedom to remove reinforcing? It can remove reinforcement on freedom. If you buff mag, you need to buff foe. Foe has quite a lot of good stuff. Libella has a ton of useless spells on freedom, yes, but she also has some of the most incredibly useful ones. Anyone still using life transfer nowadays is stuck in the past. There, I said it. You know, fight me. The fact is, with most high body strength, high armor, things, you don't need life transfer. You don't need that much health healed. You can get through a fight with Essence Drain, deal slightly more damage, and you'll be fine. And then you could also just go the other route of just deal more damage, and then you don't have to heal. Your statement got filtered because you misspelt circumstance. I like that. Exactly, just use Venom. Have I been in a rift or ganked by 4 trolls? Absolutely. And like I said, just get good. Life transfer is unnecessary. I said it. You'll not get your anti-woa spell. Correct, because basically the feedback I got was... let's have a look. It adds another variable for skilling and becomes something that's necessary in order to skill. I know some people do the whole, oh, jump off this cliff and do it with damage, but I think adding a spell for it becomes you need another spell. Oh, it's not 100% necessary, but neither is Circle of Cunning and neither is anything else. Fact is, there's no loss to skilling with it. There's a loss to skilling with Circle of Cunning. There's a loss to skilling with Wind of Ages. Yeah, I know. I have to close my forum tabs. And I believe that's part of it. Now that Libella is on PvP, will Strongwall be able to also be custom? Not by Libella. Strongwall is a Magrenon spell. The reason Libella has it on PvP is for balance. And that balance isn't necessary on PvE. If anything, it could be more interesting. That's also you're not highest cost to manage your stamina usage. Look, if you've got a cast, you don't need to queue actions with it. That's the thing. If you have something that slows your actions down, you probably won't need... Yeah. Alright, what are we going to grow here? What have we got only a little bit of? We've got some pea pods, so we're going to grow some peas. Some onions. We've got plenty of pumpkins. We'll grow some potatoes. We'll see where we're at with that. So, there we go. I'm willing to bet that most of those player gods are one god. No, like Madnath pointed out, most people are upset about the loss of Nayo as a utility, when in fact that if you've got a lot of priests in the alliance, they can all be of different gods, and you can share the work. You can support each other. You can help each other with spells. You can provide services to your alliance that isn't replaced by a couple of others. The goal is not, you know, I know a lot of people are a bit like, aren't you concerned about losing money from this? But I don't think the goal is to be, you know, making money off people. It's working out balance and something that's better for the game in the long run, even if it is painful in this stretch. Sometimes those are decisions that we wind up having to make. And it's not always fun. I mean, I don't wake up in the morning being like, oh, I can't wait to go announce this nerf because I'm not a masochist. But sometimes things need to be made in order to be better in the future. And sometimes we need to look forward to the future and accept that, okay, there's going to be a tough time while this change is introduced. I do feel that we've been, you know, I've made it my focus, especially with this one, to be transparent behind our reasons, behind our goals, behind, you know, that, and willing to work with everyone. And I hope that has made it a little bit easier for most. Priest, faith transfer will be available. It will be available until the 1st of April. So when we launch this, it'll be coming in with a definitive end of the time frame as well. Let's see. Let's go some carrot because I love carrot. Oh, okay, I was holding down the spacebar. And we'll go some garlic as well. Oh yeah, I rebound so. If you focus on a main deity, nah, that adds way too much just unnecessary convolution to the actual thing. Oh damn it, emails! I forgot to close my emails. And Plain Old Chair is right. This game is designed to play with others. If you can't achieve things all by yourself, that's not a flaw of the game. That's just, you know, like, you can't play a more traditional MMO and form an entire raid party yourself. You know? The fact is there's a social part. As far as I'm aware, they currently will go to their template deities. I don't know if there'll be an option to change it over. Don't think I have raised that yet, but I will. I will raise it, and we'll have a discussion about it. The answer to your issue there, Mean One, would be simply speak with people and diversify. You know, if you've got that many priests across the accounts, split them up a little bit and help each other out. If you diverse at the moment, there'll be diversity later on. You know, you'll go to your template gods, and I'm sure some will pick Venora, some will pick Foe, Mag. There'll be priests around. I've always been Foe and Mag, so, you know, I find it... I understand that I don't have the same experience that you are all having. But yeah, no, we're definitely... is Cordage being buffed to not be hot trash on the 95 skill? Well, it's already actually quite good because the difficulty was lowered from 60 to 45. Sorry, 40. Is Mag becoming Black Light? No, Magrenon is specifically black, not Black Light. He is not evil. Libella is actually evil. Magrenon is anger, is rage, is probably closer to, you know, more of a grey god. 40 difficulty is high, yes, but yeah. Libella is inherently evil. It's not just misunderstood or all this, it's actual evil, you know. You can't balance 3v1. I disagree because a lot of the three don't necessarily apply to PvP, you know, that Libella now has healing spells, Libella has damage enchants and life transfer equivalent enchant, or, you know, equal on the level. There are a lot of different things. It's not just, oh, you can't balance 3 versus 1 because 3 and 1. It depends what spells they have. Sorry if you missed it, but when is real money trading done? Real money trading won't be on Steam, but we've made, you know, there's been no talk of anything else yet. Lib bonuses on PvE suck anyways. I can say that because I was HOTS on Epic. Not just while I was being killed too. The general thing with that is the mycelium stops your food and water from going down, which means that you don't have space to eat. Is there a bug report for that? Probably. I don't have a saw. Oh. No saw. What a sore spot. Yeah, the follower god bonuses, we could just nerf Venora. Light of Foe isn't that great, just don't lose hit points. Giving them all 10% does not really, like, make sense. That's just... I'd rather remove it and simply, you know, swap back to every god being a thematic choice without, you know, being necessary to follow a god. Was it that reported on... Was that reported? Let's have a look for Scorn. No. Scorn of Libella is not in our bug reports, so... report it. Where? Do you have a link to it? Hang on. I have a bug report from 2012. But that was not you. In order for bugs to be put in the tracker and to be added to the list of things that need addressing, they need to be reported. Pop it in IRC, Necrolis. You will need to be premium to swap priests, because quite simply, a non-prem priest isn't recognized as a priest. Hey, I'm not saying it's a good idea. I'm just saying in the efforts of balance and such, removing it would actually be the more balanced option instead of giving it to everyone. Okay, heals up to 3 wounds per target, minimum of 3 wounds total, even if no damage is dealt. Alright, that's Electrus's problem. I don't think so, Jaljif. Bear shoes? No. I'm trying to work out, I don't have a saw. I wonder if I'll have to go and get my saw from home. So I actually logged in Retro to stand by the mailbox to send it if it was needed. Because I was like, there's going to be at some point that I've realized, oh no, I've forgotten to send this item. Hey Michio, thank you. Welcome to the
How are you?
welcome to the stream. There is an official channel. I started this one mid 2019. Been working for a while. We've got affiliate. We've got we've even got roll face emoji, you know, so, or emotes. So I consider that, you know, top of it. Started from the bottom. Now I'm just a little bit above the bottom. Okay, just quickly getting a saw because we're gonna make some planks. It's gonna be one of those streams. What? I don't even have a saw in my inventory? How do I not have a saw? What have I done with it? This is ridiculous. No, I'm not wielding it. How awkward. Can I explain how this loyalty currency? If you have 12 months before December 12 and 60 months after, how many points would that be? Alright, you will get a... Oh, why did I take damage? Awkward. You will get 1,000 points per month that you've been since... after December 2013, minus 12 for the existing loyalty program. So, if you have 60, 60 minus 12 works out to 58. And it's 1,000 per month with a cap of 50. Oh, thank you, Kagorski. So you would wind up with 50,000 points. 48? Yes, 48. I know math. That's why I'm the community guy and not a dev. This is under development. This is the developer deed on Independence. We have Pandalet's house, Jayberg's house, my kitchen, Dark Lord's house. I think Warlander has a mansion over here. Ozimus has the squatter camp. I will point out, Pandalet and Ozimus currently have like the most built house. Mine is up here. And Buddha's house is all the way up here. And it's really far away from the mailbox, so I'm going to stay here until the mail comes. Oh, right. Wow, thank you. I'll return it after the stream. You cannot buy premium time currently with loyalty points. I would like to see it as an option, but at the moment, it doesn't exist as one. At the moment, it's more account benefits like, or items such as, changing your gender, adding names to items and changing names on animals. Oh, well, I appreciate it. No, Griffo. It was discussed, but not at this point. Personally, my preference for the system, like for changing metals, would be using archaeology tokens and dropping the quality back to 1. That means in the future, meanwhile. So if you buy a referral in the future, you will get 1,500 points when you use the referral, like for premium time. I think the golden mirror has been. It's something like a couple of months worth. I haven't checked yet, and we'll probably have to have a talk before we fully, like, nail it in, but, yeah. The prices are something like waiting till the end because, quite simply, they're easy to change, they're easy to adjust, and they're easy to finalize. So the other ones that are more important are things like making sure every mechanic works. Followers to link to the priest? No. Yes, that does irregular cabbages because there's an existing loyalty program that goes for up to 12 months. So, while you won't get anything within that 12 months, that is because you've been getting stuff from the other one. No, you cannot Oblivion Reaver. Any news on Steam things? Still working towards it. Mid-2020, that's it. Will there be more options? It's something we'd like to add, but it's not currently on our plans. We've got other stuff we're working on for it too, art-wise as well. I should actually check if there's already planks, because that would be silly if there was. No, there's not. Oh, wait. Yes, there is. Okay. Says the blind guy. Let's have a look at wooden fences. What? Wooden fence. No. Small nails. Oh no, we don't have small nails. Oh, it's tough being me. Okay, yeah, I'm not saying the loyalty system the past was perfect, but at this point it's just that's the way we're doing it. Yeah, when the loyalty system was first introduced. Watch me not have a pickaxe. No, I got a brass pickaxe. But I don't have a small anvil. Do I have a hammer? I got a hammer head. Alright, we'll work on this. We'll work this. There's a saw in there. Iron vein. When we'll be able to, you can just do it by just turning. You just turn while you do it. It's easy. Okay, I'm gonna grab that pickaxe. And do I have any small anvils? Yes, I do. Actually, what might be better? Brown potion is a random affinity. It was an old thing that was like looked at, but I don't know, given the history of yellow potions, I'm pretty glad brown potions didn't come to be. Okay, so apparently I've got 135 items. Yeah, that's why I'm glad that they were never a thing, in all honesty. I wouldn't want to know what they were in the end. Nice scale. Yeah, I actually made a jacket. So, oh, is it weight? All right, yep. Okay. I made a jacket. I'm working on the rest. I've just got to wait to afford it. I am. Can you have my scale? No, it's my scale. You managed to sell that one? Damn it. That was a good set. I saw that and I was like really tempted. Will you ever be able to make scale helmets from Red Dragon Skull? There's more pressing things in the works. We'll put it that way, you know, like it's a matter of, it's not a matter of no, we don't want to see things like that come in. It's a matter of there's more pressing works, quite simply. No word on the jackal skin. What jackal skin? On any. Oh, it's probably because, yeah, it's probably because the update hasn't come to actually include the next one. I don't know, I'll chat with Saruman and get an idea. I know we could even start introducing some through loyalty points that every month there'd be them. The good thing about releasing one a week basically means that there's a lot of time and opportunities to sort of stretch it out, you know? Can you get a cape for jackal points? We need to wait until everyone wastes their jackal points, and then we'll announce that there's a cape for it. And yeah, then we'll have the skin come out. Player designed skins. The thing with that is it also requires model work. You know, the tapestries were just a picture. So, alright, let's, fence. What are we looking for? Plank. Oh, we need a shaft as well. Oh, no. Oh, good, we have shafts. Not many, if any. Okay. That's why we'll probably look at other ways to introduce stuff for it, to be honest. Why can't... Oh, right, because my saw's in there. How about a title? We are... The title from Jackal should transfer. The fact that it doesn't, I believe, is a bug. standing in the way of it to finish. Whoops. I don't know what the title is. I haven't checked. Plank. Too far from the end. What I think I'm going to do, I'm going to go around and... Let's have the wooden fence gate there. Then fence, plank, wooden fence. I don't know, anyone who uses the phrase beta male is, yeah, let's just not go there. It's cringe, and it's very cringy. Alright. Oh, man. I survived Jackal and I got Jackal. Or Jackal, because it's one extra L. Alright. Fence. Plank. So we're just going to fence off this little farm section. I think that'll look nice. And it will stop the weasels from getting in. Which is important. You don't want weasels in your farm. Alright. Just looking over chat. Worm needs weasels. Worm needs ferrets, otters, and bunnies. And then it will become the cutest game in the world. Hedgehogs? Yeah, it can have some hedgehogs too. I usually wind up on average with about 60 dizzies, so, you know, more than 3 has been the case for a long, long time. Worm needs cats that don't suicide themselves trying to murder me. Just smack it more. Stop murdering them. Can we replace seals with otters? No, because I don't want anyone killing them. They need to be invulnerable. Oh, I need shafts. Otters are the best, and they're so squeaky. Have you guys heard how squeaky otters are? It's crazy. They're like squeaky toys. Yeah, but the problem with that is you wind up then that you've got to balance it, and that's got to... you're referring to my personal stream, Dizzy. This is different. Unrelated. Roaming Viking invasions that come in and attack deeds. I think sometimes the definition of sandbox is lost. Worm is a sandbox game, which means most of the content is player made, not us made. Roaming invasions of Vikings adds so many weird factors that's just... that's much less sandbox and more, you know, developer-driven content. This is the official stream, different channel. Except, you know, the Vikings aren't shouting memes at you. Yeah, we are not enabling PvP. Rest assured, PvP will never happen on PvE servers ever again. I would not want to be me if that happened.
Hello, how are you?
Alright. Ooh. Hit the wall. Difference between roaming uniques, they don't invade deeds anymore. They are endgame fights that you have to work with a community to kill. You can't kill solo. Definitely not... They don't need to be new player involved. They stop following you if you're in a deed now. Well, maybe not they stop following you, but it's harder to have them follow you onto deed. Yeah, but you keep... no thoughts on that. No. Not something we're really looking at this point. You know, we've not been sitting there going, how can we make higher end meditation more necessary? Sure. I'll raise it for discussion. Oh well. Jackal camps could reinforce themselves over time. No, I don't think that'll be happening. The fact is, content like that is, it's not in the nature of Wurm. That's just a simple fact. Yeah, Wurm is very much a sandbox. It's going to be and stay a sandbox game. I know people want to see more, you know, theme park content where quests are given and such, but that is just not Wurm. Wurm does its best to stick to true sandbox, which means we give the tools, we give the world, and we see how it goes. As for that, probably not dry idea. We'll see. Questions may be different because mechanics may be different. Griffo, I got that picture from you, and your ability to poorly Photoshop for memes is only second to my own. Oh yeah, there's been several quests from people that gave out, you know, challenges throughout the time of the game. Rolf's wearing his sunglasses weird, but, you know, who's surprised? The old treasure hunts were interesting, but, again, you know, we still do them. When will I get Rolf on stream? Probably never, sadly. I don't know, if I can convince him, it'll be to hype up the Steam launch. So maybe. Maybe if I try hard enough. No, I'm not going to say that, because if he doesn't, then everyone's going to be just like, oh, you didn't try hard enough. Enki? He appears in chat, but I don't think... I don't know. Maybe we'll have to try and get him in voice chat one day. Okay, so how many more we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 5 shafts, 5 planks. So let's just take 2 shafts. And then, oh wait, I think we need more planks, so we need 8. There we go. Haha, wow. Seppaku, you're a comic genius. How involved is Rolf in the Steam launch and current changes? He is doing the most of the work with the Steam launch, because he's got experience doing it with Wurm Unlimited. I'll be doing the store page. And current changes. The loyalty system was written by me and has been implemented by Rolf. So yeah, there's been quite a bit. Is it mostly the same current dev team's vision? That's a difficult question because the vision's changed since Buddha's left. There were a lot of plans for the future with Buddha that no longer apply because, you know, with his leaving, Samul's come in. Samul's got his own plans, and there's more things being done there. So yeah, a lot of it has changed. Can we awesome? You always can awesome. Magic chests can be purchased straight up. The gift boxes, I don't expect many people to select them. It was more of if someone doesn't want a long-term thing but kind of wants something to spend their points on every month, they can go nuts and buy some gift boxes. It's not oh yeah, this will be a massive draw. Fact is, you know, you're more likely to wind up with sleep pattern than anything else. Up the rewards? No. Okay, so that fence is done. Look at that. We got a lovely little fenced in thing. Now I don't know what to do with the rest of stuff, but hey, it's the fact that we did something on this stream that counts. I do need to get around to either deciding, hey, I'm gonna build some things or something. Oh, okay, we lost a horse. Under dev gone. Can we add otters through loyalty system? Otters are the most loyal of all and would cost way too many points because they're so special. No one deserves them. You could, yes. You could rename seal to otter via the nameplate. But everyone would know it's a fake seal. Fake otter. Because you don't instantly see it and want to spend your life worshipping it. I'm just a big fan of mustelids in general. Can you urinate? You probably could. But bear in mind that, you know, those things aren't cheap. They're not going to be constant, you know, uses that every month you get one. So it'll take a couple of months. So do remember that, okay? It's... Wow, you steal his milk named Cowgirl. How rude. How rude. What is your opinion of being able to trade rare items for points with a vendor for some type that can be used to purchase vanity items? Like, ultimately the question is why? You know, why is that something that would benefit? Now, if the answer is the economy, the question is then, what's the purpose of benefiting the economy? Why? the biggest issue we have is that there's not enough item sinks. So you're saying have some reward for sinking items into things, whereas the existing item sinks usually wind up let me have a guess. Usually wind up complained about because, you know, their decay, their shadow, their damage, and, you know, they're the boogeymen of Wurm, when in fact, you know, I'm not entirely sure just farming rares and handing them in for points. Yes, you'll be getting 1,000 points per month in reverse with a cap of 50,000. Can we just buy sleep powder and items from shop for euros soon? I don't know at this point. I don't know where the cash shop is currently in plans. Tip of the blanket on what a month's loyalty could get you from the point shop, or say 6 months. I could have a little look at our current prices. There is no guarantee that they will stay that way, because the actual pricing discussion will happen closer to release, because it's like so easy to change. But let's have a look, because I wrote something that basically converts how long it takes. Currently, to rename an item from the shop would take 6 months worth of premium, so that's 27,000 points. You know, a golden mirror would take 3 months. Of course, that's higher points gained than from the token. The token will give, you know, fewer points. So what takes 6 months for an item renamer would take 9 months if you purchase from the token. Magical Link, we've called it. Would you still get 1 sleep powder per month of paid premium? Yes. If a rare trusting system, what are you going to do with all the riches that you get from all the rares me and Mana sent you? Honestly, I lost them. I don't even know where they are now. I put them somewhere and I can't find them. I don't know if I kept them on Retro, but I don't think so. Let's have a look. So the answer is pretty much nothing, because I lost them. Yeah. Magical Ink renames the item and adds your name to it. So you can't just have Excalibur, it'll become Mean One's Excalibur. It'd be really nice if we could buy premium as a gift for someone who's right. The problem with that is it impacts, you know, it opens the door for more griefing issues. If just imagine, I buy you premium and then I charge it back. You get banned because the premium was charged back on your account. You know, that's where an issue occurs.
Hello, how are you?
So that there are definitely issues, and that's why it hasn't been done so far. I don't know about the future. I can't really answer as to the future. I can only answer as to why it's not in now.
Hello, how are you?
It may change later on. And are the magical ink and stuff tradable? I believe some are, some aren't. I don't know which ones though. You know, I do believe that if someone has made an item and has been premium long enough to earn it, then they deserve to decide where it goes. And if they want to make money off it, they can do so. We need a tree to put here. I'm not a fan of the oh, okay. This also needs to be. Probably lost a few horses there. We need trees. I'm thinking cherry. I saw a suggestion for cherry earlier, and it's been on my mind since. Where does one apply to be a CRC? I actually poked Red Baron Johan on So I found out Max and Dr. Cheese were stepping down as PRAs. And I was like, oh, I'll message Red Baron Johan. And I had a chat with him and, you know, shared some of my ideas. And he's like, yeah, you can join. And so I was there for a while. And then when he was when he was let go, I messaged Rolf and I was like, I want to be, you know, this, but I don't want it to be PR. I want it to be community management. And outlined a whole list of plans for that. That was shelved because it was like a lot of changes, and Rolf was like, maybe not right now. But so Wasu came in, and then we had Dr. Cheese, and then when Dr. Cheese left, I messaged Rolf again and went, hey, look, I've still got this plan here. I would still like to do it. I don't have a sickle. You know, can we do it? And he said yes. So that's how I became CRC. The thing was community manager already abbreviated to CM. And so we were like, oh, maybe we shouldn't do that. So it was CRC for a while, but it's recently become CM. Like, basically I've started referring it to CM just so people, because people understand what a community manager is nowadays, you know? And I feel that gives a better indication of what I do and what can be expected of me. Absolutely correct, Makufa, but there is a reason for that. Simply put, if we paid it out at a proper amount, it would render the entire thing useless. Fact is it's a payout that works out to about a year premium, and you can buy a year premium in advance too. One silver per 6 months is far too much more than what you're worth. Okay. I was doing a whole bunch of things with the returner tool chest. I wonder if any of them have sickles. No, they don't, sadly. I just paid a year's advance. We're aware of that, and we'll be checking it out. We can go through and look at the year, like we've got all the PayPal information. I'm looking for a fully sickle. Oh look, there it is. Have no clue how that got there. Rest assured, it'll be returned to Retro at the end of the stream. This is just, I don't want to spend longer looking for this. I just need this, like, really quickly. Sort of? Do you guys not have fully sick as a statement? Mate, your threads do suck, but they suck in a good way. Don't take that out of context. That's not allowed. See potato. Go out on a high, Madnath. That's it. Yeah. So a year in advance, we've got payment records. We'll probably go look and have a quick look through that. But yeah, they won't be forgotten. Rest assured, Makufa. Because it gives the advantage of it, like everyone starting on the same footing, essentially. Wizard. Yeah, okay. Some might prefer being handed things by veterans, but you know there'll be benefits to it too. There's been many Wurm Online servers that have opened disconnected from it, like Xanadu Pristine Release, and they've been really great. Veterans will still have all the advice you need, as Rihanna just said. It just won't be high quality items and such. Oh wait, you can pick sprouts while mounted now, can't you? Why am I, like, getting off this horse when I can just, like, ride around and do it? Very old. It's very old. You continue and I'm mailing back your Drake right now. Yeah, you take that. Can we port over our boats to sell them on the new server? I'm not gonna lie, I've got 2 Supreme Nars now, so, you know, I'd benefit from that too, but I'm gonna go with no. I assume if I ask, I'll get told no. Why you even ask that? A trade is being removed or changed before Steam release. I don't know at this point. The servers we've opened recently, like, we've got, whatchamacallit, Xanadu and Jackal, both of those came with no traders. We disallowed traders. So who knows, they could be. Yeah, Xanadu. I had a brain fart. Not gonna lie. You want to bring your Nar full of Glimmer and Attic from Epic to Freedom? Oh, like, you know, for a split, I'll help you with that. They had traders for Ritual. Oh, I don't think they did. I'm pretty sure they didn't. By traders, I mean player-placed ones. You know, Rihanna, you and Osmus were the ones that everyone on Freedom warned others about. I still remember, don't allow players to come over, they'll bring all their market-ruining things. And I think the worst thing we had was one guy that just didn't understand how the market worked and was like, oh yeah, I'll do it for like 50 cents because that gets me lots of money from the casts. And everyone was like, see what you're doing? And he's like, what? And they're like, you gotta charge more. Oh, okay. And I think he stopped simply because he was like, I don't want to have to work out the prices of things. I'm gonna charge 50 copper and do a cast. What market? The market that would exist if people didn't become all self-sufficient and run priests of every kind and, you know, not want to trade with each other because their bigger focus is making money off each other than... Yeah, I think it was Permo. He just came out, he just wanted to do casts, you know? The impression I got was he was just like, yeah, I'll come do casts. And then everyone got mad at him and he's like, oh, okay, I'm not going to do that then. Permo's great. He's a great guy. Hey, Permo. I think that's you. That's it. We need to move from campy rock songs to rap songs. Yeah, I know. I'm sitting there going, no, that's way too much of a coincidence. I'm like fully suspecting someone is pulling our leg here. No one can stay mad at you, Permo. Griffo, what? Griffo's just sent an image. I'm going to post this in the chat because I think we all need to call out Griffo on his madness. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. That is 5,500 arrows at 93 quality. They imp like other items. 20k at 70 quality. What on earth is wrong with you? And can I buy some for really cheap? Is this the one of me as the Popeye character? I'm not ever going to wear a black shirt with a collar while on this stream again. I saw that and I felt so attacked that it wasn't funny. I didn't know you did arrows. But yes, there's... It's good to see you, Pepper. You know what you don't do? You don't do good threads. How many arrows do you need? You only have 2 knees. Yes, but everyone else has 2 knees. And we get another epic reboot. Well, there'll be a PvP server launched on Steam, most likely. I don't know if it'll be launched at the time or delayed a little bit. But who knows? I know we did discuss the idea of a potential challenge. Is it going to run the delayed epic patch? Well, the epic rework stuff was mostly, you know, balancing stuff. So yeah, the balance will come over, but it may have things specific to that. Like, we've talked a few ideas and what we like, what we dislike, what we think works in PvP and what doesn't, like raiding. So yeah, we could see how it goes. You know, adopt some hybrid version like, you know, other games do. Oh, you've entered the PvP zone. You can be killed and all your loot taken, but you don't actually get your deed raided while you're offline and log into rubble. Balance the true strike disappearing. I think it already is disappeared. I think we already removed it. What about a Chaos 2.0? Never. Chaos is an absolutely beautiful server that should stay as it is forever. Because it's... Why can't I lead? Oh, it's like... branded? Well, okay. It is... the best map by far. It's a significant piece of history. Resetting it would be an absolute tragedy. This month will enable sailing on Epic. Yeah, you'll be able to move between the borders. He's not making any new game, Permo. He's working on Steam coming to... Sorry, Wurm coming to Steam. He could be working with Game Chess Group on some other things, but at the moment, you know, I don't know. No, I'm gonna plant... I hope I got enough. How many did I wind up with? 11. I don't even know if that's enough. Oh, I need to be on solid ground for this. Can you have that sickle? No, the sickle's being destroyed after this. I just did it because I was sick of it, and then someone said, what sickle are you looking for? And then I made a pun. Some car models in the office. I don't know. Maybe he's just collecting Hot Wheels. As far as I'm aware, though, Game Chess Group doesn't develop any games themselves. Not even checking them out. Fine, I'll check them out. I saw the notification, then I was like, do I really want to check this on stream? Coca Bean, convert to SP. What? Wow, that was a filling bean. It was a good bean. Best bean I've had. Alright. Convince Rolf to go on stream. I don't get it, no. It's the only bean we have. If he fails 3 in a row, it's a triple ban with all items he has on him banned too. So, you know, if he fails it again, you lose it. Oh no, don't plant naturally. Who plants naturally on Deed? Actually, I know plenty of people. Some people really hate the artificial look. Ban you now? Okay. He's asking for coffee, I know. I think. Maybe? Okay, I don't know. But I think you're asking for coffee. Speaking of that, it is annoying that trees that you plant send to regrade actually. They do off Deed. On Deed, they stay. Why are you leaving stumps and not bashing? Because it doesn't change anything. What's the point? Yeah, it's not a... You're not going to snipe me. Stop trying. That does remind me of when I stepped down from chat moderator. Someone celebrated by putting me on ignore. Will we ever get better looking ladies? See, I can't tell. Cheeky Buns tells me that, you know, you're most likely female. But it's also like, you know, someone sitting there going, where are the ladies? Come on, bring the ladies. You know? Where are the chicks? I need some thick goth girlfriends. Yes, bring back goth girlfriends. Absolutely. Third person and loyalty with gods change go into this incoming patch. Yes, end of the month. It's gonna be actually quite big. A newsletter will be going out before anyone tries to suggest, you know, oh, Retro, you should do a newsletter. I am. Stop telling me how to do my job. Only tell me I'm doing a good job and pat me on the head. You make the males look pretty good. I don't know, the women can look pretty cute. Like that shoulder length hair. And the, hello, how are you? Can you get more models for chainmail, plate mail, leather, studded? That's like so much work. The biggest thing is like, yeah, that'd be cool being able to like apply skins and have it look differently. Will I Gangnam Style on stream? Only once we hit partner. Once we hit partner, I'll do Gangnam Style on stream. Which I don't even know if we can hit partner. Like, I don't think I stream enough. And we'd need to be hitting regularly, like all the high viewers. But why? Why would we add so much more artwork? Why am I walking around? I've done that. What else can I do? Rugged. Armor skin armor. That's it. I've got a human leather hat on test. Human leather for HOTS. That's it. That's the joy. We could charge we could charge for a set. You know, do the Path of Exile thing. Butchered human model. A skinned human. It'd be probably like, you know when bears are butchered and it looks like an actual picture of a piece of meat? And you're just like, oh. Probably be like that. Can't be worse than unicorns. Yeah, they make you feel evil. Like, I don't understand that, like, skinning, Oh, yeah. The rear butt of a spider is actually just 100% meat. You could totally eat it. The only reason we don't do it nowadays is because spider butts are so small. We like big butts. And there's no spiders that can satisfy our appetites. Is the human leather from section to leather, or are you wearing it like a vat suit? Well, I'm wearing the hat, so I don't know. Probably made with, you'd want some hardy skin, you know. Probably arms or such, I imagine. That usually tends to be the toughest stuff, you know, the shoulder. Can't believe I'm actually discussing this. This is a bit weird. What happens if I get stuck on the roof? Oh, I can't. Okay. Phew. You're out to burn up your sleep bonus. Well, take care. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll probably be finishing up shortly. I think we've answered all the serious questions and we're now discussing human leather. Oh, I just felt... Oh, I didn't take damage. Sweet. Sweet as. Oh, yeah. Alright. So, well, we see huge champs again. There are plenty of huge champs. They're just the ones that can't be ridden. I would absolutely love to change the, not change, because it's not my decision. I would love to see the rideable champions no longer rideable. Kidney stones suck. My condolences, Permo. I've had gallstones. I've actually had my gallbladder removed. I've got to, like, slice this big. Why do clay pots take so much damage? Because clay is weak. You missed giant champ crocs. Pottery isn't? Yeah, pottery's purpose. Think of damage not as just like decaying away, but also gets knocked at bits, gets chipped. You know, once it's chipped, pottery is dead. It's like on there. It's like this big. My gallbladder broke while I was being surgeried on, and they had to cut me open pretty far. Just think about it getting chipped and knocked about as opposed to just like decaying. Yes, pottery pieces last for millennia, but the fact is actual whole jars tend to not. I'm going to, not allow that statement. But, yes, probably take questions for a few more minutes and then call it a thing. No, stop, Griffo. Yeah, auto mod's too smart. It's Twitch. If you don't think anyone has tried putting a space between those words, you'd be kidding yourself. Twitch knows you. Twitch knows what you do. Staff skin when? When I can convince Madnath to do a magic... not Madnath. I'm gonna give... You keep trying to do this, and you're gonna earn a timeout. There we go. 10 minutes. Take a breath, Griffo. Relax on the nipple. Longer names for books. With a new decay update on pages, it would be a perfect opportunity to create our own real libraries. So did we convince you to remove jewelry smithing from the 20 skills needed for fishing? Not at all. It's not my decision. Is there a problem with dyeing horse gear? I don't know. Like, a question like that is there a problem with it? So someone's asking, is there a bug in the game? So, oh, maybe. Bookshelves, yes, they do. That could be increased, but we'll see. That's not a problem. That's intended with the HDR changes, so it's hard to say for that. Would there be ejections of charges at my old radio station for WIM players? Nope. You're welcome to do whatever. What you could do also is just hang in the Discord and play music there. You could talk there and have things there. Old wood textures and why they're never coming back. Because having to load separate textures for every wooden type item adds like infinitely, not infinitely, but greatly, what's the word? It's X something. Exponentially, there we go. Exponentially increases the memory usage. Thank you, plain old chair. It exponentially increases the memory used and all that. The shader system doesn't. The shader system just simply adds a color filter over it, and you can get it like that. So while it's not as perfect, it definitely gets the job done and is way better for the game. No, there's too much furniture. There's too many boats. The old boat textures looked horrible. And you cannot say otherwise. They really did. They looked silly and outdated and just bad. Fact is, that looks better as cedarwood and pinewood than the original ones did before. The argument would just be it's not as red as the original cedar was, I believe. So you got that. I think it looks great. I think that... Oh, what's that? Is that birchwood? Willow. Oh yeah, a little bit washed out. Well, walnut is the best color in general. Oh wait, I'm walking around on retro hilariously enough, so I'm like, oh, check that out. Let's go this way. Oh, yeah, sure, the textures with the knots in different places, but that's not much. Dark wood on from Jackal on Freedom. At the moment, they're Jackal only. We're not looking at changing those. Ooh. Through there. No, we're not looking at... The old animals were terrifying. And the fact that the wolf is still... The new reduction from favour from chopped veggies, what were you trying to accomplish? They were too strong. Pure and simply, 100 quality vegetables were too easily obtained, too little effort, and too much favour. That's it in a nutshell. It's a balancing. If something... They were the only favour that was used, that was traded. No other favour existed. Every other bit of favour... yeah. Every other bit of favour was just too much. Like, not good enough. So, nerfing that down to a more balanced section, changing what can be sacrificed by the different gods, like, you know, adjusting Libela's sacrifices, maybe, and looking at the other ones and seeing if they need buffing or such. But yeah, the idea is to actually bring the depth back instead of a really shallow priest system. Why does it have to be difficult? It's not that it has to be difficult, it has to, you know, there needs to be work put in to work come out. You know, Mag is getting some buffing. Mag, Disintegrate now, chews through veins. There'll be a spell that will improve surface mining. There's a few things, mainly healing spells. Well, Mag is more stamina. I don't know about healing spells, but, you know, we'll see. But the problem on the other side there, Oblivion Reaver, is the simple fact that, like someone said, they had a 1.7 million favour, and it's just like, at what point do you not sit there and go, yeah, that's obviously a little bit too much? No, Venora gets good spells already. We'll increase the cap. No, we won't. At this point, I've been told no. Yes, I have. I'll work on that. Currently Lib has easy favor in the terms of the alchemy parts. The goal of that was body parts, not, well, sucks on PvP is arguable, because quite simply, ooh, alert bear. Quite simply, she has some really good spells, and she has good favor. You know, it's, that's the thing. There's balance more on just, oh, they don't have a spell that they can, you know, everyone. Yeah. Very loud. That's a dead bear. No shoes for him. No, it's just that sound, because I've been doing everything else and it's been fine. That's just... animals are really loud. Mushroom's still going to be sacrificed. I'm leaning towards no, because now they can be farmed. It gets a bit, obviously, broken. But, you know, I'll find out and I'll let you know. I don't fully know yet at this point, Joljif. I'll make sure it's checked. Anyways, I might wind it up there. I'd like to thank you all for joining and asking questions and checking out Under Development. I hope to bring back the dev streams at least every couple of weeks. Get the devs all in one spot, get us playing, having fun, picking on me, which is never fun for me. But yeah, we'll get over that. Yeah, I'll see you all next week at the same time. The new time will always be Sunday nights, because I've got other things over the weekend now that I can't really shift, unfortunately. But yeah, I'd like to thank you all, and if you ever got ideas or things that you'd like to ask to be answered on the stream, feel free to, I'll probably throw up a thread about the stream and make sure it covers all the stuff. And yeah. Anyways, thank you very much, and I hope you all have a great night. And as always, keep on worming. The text is on that screen. The camera's there, so I'm always looking to the left, and I don't know whether to change that and have it so like I'm looking here or there, or just have it appear like in a phone above the screen, so I'm like, yes, we will be adding this. We won't be adding this. No, that's creepy. Oh, can't shift. What do you mean there's a key on the keyboard? Oh, I've had it. No. Bye.
This would be the Wurm work song. Pick up your shovels. We're building a wall, building it high in Wurm, in Wurm. We're building a wall, building it long in Wurm, in Wurm. As we get to the end, we'll just start another wall in Wurm. We're digging a hole, digging it deep in Wurm. Wurm is waiting. We're digging a hole, looking for rock in Wurm. Wurm is waiting. But when we get to the end, we're just gonna fall from the bottom of Wurm. Oh yeah, we're mining some rock, a ton of good rock in Wurm. Working so hard. We're mining some rock, we're mining so hard in Wurm. Working so hard. When the cave bugs come nibbling, just grab your pick and get running. And we're building a house, a strong stone house in Wurm. A house in Wurm. Have bedrooms and bathrooms like hell it will in Wurm. A house in Wurm. When we finished our house, there'll be a strong warm home in Wurm. So we're building a town, a place to be in.